Getting on to matters of operational command and General Campbell, do you still maintain that as Commander of the Joint Task Force 633, you did not have operational command of forces in Afghanistan?
Senator, that's quite the reverse. I had, in my tenure, national command and operational command. They are technical terms of command, and that's exactly what I had.
So you had command over the Afghanistan operation? I
had national command and operational command of personnel in the Middle East, Senator.
So then doesn't that make you complicit in the Brereton report's accusations? Because you were the senior officer overseeing the people who allegedly performed those acts.
Senator, can you just ask that question again? I'm not quite sure what you're asking.
Well, the Brereton report was damning about some events in Afghanistan, as I understand it. Is that correct?
Yes, in terms of credible information of allegations of unlawful conduct. That's right. Correct, Senator.
Thank you. And you wanted the stripping of the DSC from members of the SAS involved.
So, Senator, let's be a bit more precise. So, one of the recommendations of the Brereton inquiry was to consider command accountability in circumstances of multiple allegations, credible information of unlawful conduct, which I have a part in terms of a part in the process of undertaking that work and providing materials and advice to the Deputy Prime Minister, which I have done. That issue is now with the Deputy Prime Minister for his further consideration.
So let's go to your nomination for the Distinguished Service Cross that's provided in Defence Freedom of Information 544/22/23, Document 8. I'll quote from your nomination. Quote, General Angus John Campbell exercised operational command of a joint task force mainly focused on Afghanistan, and through his visits and continuous engagement, Major General Campbell's exercise of operational command ensured that Australian national expectations were met, that Australian forces were supported and operated effectively. End of quote. So your exercise of operational command is referenced twice in the nomination for the bars you're wearing on your chest right now, but you claim earlier on when it came to the war crimes allegations that you did not have operational command. Is that correct, or am I misunderstanding something? There seems to be a contradiction.
So Senator, if you're talking about today and any other day I can remember, it's very, very clear the Chief of Joint Operations of the day assigned me national command and operational command for the tenure of my appointment as Commander Joint Task Force 633 from the 14th of January 2011 to the 17th of January 2012. So there has never been a moment when I don't suggest that I had national command and operational command.
Didn't you want to strip the DSC from people in that operation?
So as I said, Senator, in delivering on the recommendation, the particular recommendation of the Brereton inquiry, I was required to consider across the period 2005 to 2016, which is the time frame of that inquiry, circumstances in which command accountability might arise for multiple allegations, credible information of unlawful conduct. And I have, as I say, done my part in that process and offered materials and advice to the Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you. Did the Brereton report say you were or were not part of the operation?
The Brereton report acknowledged I, as much as anybody else who was deployed into the Middle East and had different forms of responsibility in their duties for service in Afghanistan as just that. So, again, I'm not quite sure what you mean.
We discussed this last time, last Senate estimates. Can you recall?
I know that we've discussed this on a number of occasions, Senator.
I think it's only been twice, but anyway. Does Defence have an accepted definition of inaction in relation to awards and honours?
I'm unaware, and I would have to take that on notice from our Honours and Awards team.
So if you could, please, I'd like to know what Defence's application is of the definition of inaction from the Gilbert case as well, which is 2019.
I'm not familiar with that case, but I'll take that on notice.
Okay, thank you. Sorry?
1 more minute.
Your nomination for the Distinguished Service Cross was made on the 29th of September 2011. At that time, the letters patent for that award required that you had to be in action. Can you please provide to this committee on notice the exact action you were involved in that meets the definition of inaction from the Gilbert case?
Senator, as I was not the nominator, nor was I the decision authority, nor the controller of that honour, I'm not in a position to do that.
Well, who is in a position to give me the exact action, on notice, the exact action that you're involved in that meets the definition of an inaction from the Gilbert case?
I'll have to take that on notice, Senator, but it is unclear to me at this point.
Okay, if you weren't, the bottom line is that if you weren't in action, General Campbell, then your medal appears to be not legal. A leader would have handed back your Distinguished Service Cross already. So that's why I was just talking with the Minister a minute ago about the importance of teamwork and consistency in the leadership, and that's what I'm getting to here.
Thank you.
A number of ADF people and veterans are concerned about the inconsistency.
Thank you.
Deeply concerned.
Thank you, Senator.